DJ Mixmaster Chaos.
Got a show today. I'm trying
Yeah.
to hustle and motivate. I throw away. Get the shoulder way. Get to know me. They think I know the way.
Well, you up there? You up there flowing on the beat in the background or something? What the business?
Oh, I'm listening at Don't Do This for Nothing at Nipsey Hussle. I don't do this for nothing. No, I'm on the real. No, I say I don't do this for nothing.
I don't
No.
talking about copyright infringement.
I don't care about this. This is our music here. You tell them I said it. You tell them I said it. You tell them I said it. Matter of fact, let's open up the airways to the. Matter of fact, let me pause it right
here. I can't tell them because you done already done the job. What it do, people? It's your boy Chaos Theory, along with my brother Dark Prince. It's Just Our Opinion podcast on this beautiful Saturday evening, broadcasting live in the great state of Texas. We moving on up like George and Weezy in this bitch. Fine, going back up towards almost to the mid-south, or whatever you want to fucking call this. You know what I'm saying? After being out on the West Coast. The West Coast is the best coast. You know what I'm saying? Show your love, subscribe to the YouTube channel, DJ Chaos, the Mix Master. You know what I'm saying? Check me out on Twitch TV at DJ Chaos Music Lover _46. But we in here. What it go? What it do, Miss Williams? Sheila Williams on the check-in. You know what I'm saying? Well, tonight's topic is gonna be pretty interesting. It's about women of the world, black women anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and how important is the black woman to this planet? But the real start off is, how does America really feels about black women? You want to start off, bro? Or do I need to start it off?
I don't know how this is going to be. I really don't know how this is going to affect everybody, because my thing is, the misunderstanding that we have on the air, we talk with each other because of misunderstanding. That's why nobody's getting any type of satisfaction, when they have their passionate points of view, they want to bring it. And because of the Willie Lynch system, because of all these, supremacist, systems that put in place, corrupted out, families, households, whatnot. We're at a point right now where people, they're sleepwalking and don't know they're sleepwalking. So we can say some things, can be at face value, but I don't think a lot of people will get it because they're sleepwalking. Just like, when you go to sleep at night, you don't remember going to sleep, and pretty by the cars and trucks and pass by you, blowing horns, folks walking by, you don't unaware of none of that because you was asleep to it. It was still going down, but you were asleep to it, so you didn't catch that. So in this, talking with our people, my thing is, if you're sleeping, then the thing about it is you can take great offense to it because they don't know it's me and I'm sleeping right now. They say folks, go insane and they create, they commit crime in the heat of the moment. And my thing is, after the fact, the folks that really done blanked out, they don't have no memory of what went down. And that's the thing about it. So I'm ready to go in and see what's happening, definitely ready to hear about, the feedback from the audience, they got in, and we just gonna piggyback from there.
Okay. Well, here's my concepts of the black woman. Well, most importantly, the black woman is Mother Earth. She basically is the queen of civilization. She basically created all human life on this planet. Black, brown, yellow, red, and white people. She is the reason for our existence on this planet. She's our first love on this planet. She basically laid down the foundation for the first caring being of a new being that's coming on to the planet, that's coming into the planet. She basically is a human. She's a human Earth. She's basically from the Earth, and she's a human, a living being, a Earth human being, in other words, because she basically, like I said, birthed the whole world. She basically is responsible for looking out for every being on this planet. But on the other side, she's the most disrespected. She's the most hurted human being on this planet. She's the most emotional, destroyed human being on this planet. And the whole concept of what I'm saying is basically we basically then lost our way on how to respect her as the most important human being in this world. Because, like you said, you know, we've been deaf, dumb, and blind on both sides of the axles. You know what I'm saying? As far as white supremacy is concerned, because that's what basically created this between the black man and black woman. Because one thing about it, even when a black woman basically carried her child in her womb, she knew that that was a new life, and she knew that she was going to love that new life that came out of her womb. But that's not even the case no more, because nowadays, when black women get pregnant, she don't even realize how special that child that she got pregnant with is going to be. What is this child going to basically bring to the future in society? You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be a doctor, lawyer, banker, the president of the United States, or anything of power? But at the same time, we already know in some aspects or another, that ain't going to be the real concepts of what's going on, because, like I say, the system of white supremacy ain't going to let us go very far above the ceiling to where we trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, like I say, you know, we have been destroyed. We have literally been destroyed as black men and women in society. And it basically throws off the whole balance of natural energy that we need to basically get back to having, because, you know, we don't even know who we are. The black woman, she don't even know who she is anymore, because it done got to the point now where black women want to basically make themselves to be, they want to be called queens and things of that nature, but at the same time, they're acting like savages. Hell, they got on female. They had a song. What her name? Megan Thee Stallion. They had a song called "I'm a Savage." A black woman, even way back in the days, never considered herself a savage, because a savage is a person that really doesn't know who he or she is, who basically set the standards of evil, doing crazy things, unhumanly like. You know what I'm saying? You might well call yourself a beast. You know what I'm saying? But in a lot of ways, we lost our way behind all of that, because if somebody basically pulled us to the side and say, hey, that's not you. You're not a queen. You're not a king. You're not a god. You're not a goddess. You're a slave. But they don't even tell you that you're a slave now. They basically tell you other things. You know what I'm saying? That you're a bitch, or you're a hoe, or you're, you know, trick ass nigga, or whatever the fuck they want to call you. You know what I'm saying? Because you put it in your music. You basically don't even know how to make slow jams anymore, because slow jam was the epicenter of showing the man that he loves his woman, and showing the woman how she loves her man. That don't even have a place in our society very much like it used to be anymore. So when you take all this type of rhetoric out of the community, guess what happens? People start running haywire, because you done lost your way on how to basically build up this positive foundation in your society, in your community. Because, I mean, like I say, we lost our way on history, on historical situations, realizing how important this black woman is in our society, and how important she needs to see herself in society. Because a lot of black women don't really know how beautiful they are, and it's basically showing $2 in different people from different race of people that basically buy their hair, eyelashes, and makeup from.
And let me tell you,
Go ahead.
I just got to piggyback on the beauty of our women. We got the best looking women on the hands
Exactly.
down. She's like, well, why you feel that way? But let's just look at, you know what I'm saying, us here in America. The white women go after our special athletes and our, you know what I'm saying, I will say successful people. So they know these are the original thinkers, so their descendants also the people that built this country. And they see that lines continue to still go. That's one reason.
Mm-hmm.
Second reason, the black woman is loved by every race on the planet too. Because the thing about it, if we were hated so much and looked at as despicable dogs, looked at as, you know what I'm saying, loathsome creatures, but they would have been in there raping. We would have had all these mixed breeds, you know what I'm saying? That's just descendants of them. If that was the case.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But that was the case. Now, we get to the point now where the kings and queens, you know what I'm saying, have been degraded to the point now, whereas I know that this is how media works. They put up a picture of the L'Oreal Maybelline women, which were white women, back in the early 80s.
Cover girl. Can't leave out Cover Girl. Mm-hmm.
And Cover Girl, yep. I remember back when I was a youngster, you know what I'm saying, Kristen Brinkley was the person that was always on the cover stuff.
Oh, damn, bro, you went way back. God damn. Matter of fact, that's the Caucasian woman that was on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's the same woman that was on the Vacation movies back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? All folks. Yeah. Hell yeah. Chop, you know what I'm talking about, though? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they said that, you know what I'm saying, they put down, you know what I'm saying, this standard of beauty for women, American women. Not to mention, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, you got different races here. And the second most largest, you know what I'm saying, behind y'all is our race. And we got the most beautiful women. But because of a jealousy thing, because white women from those slavery time frames, knowing that their men was out there at the hut, you know what I'm saying, having a good time with them instead of them, that was also a deep-seated hatred that wasn't seen. So another part was, you know what I'm saying, the women's suffrage movement, if you want to call it that, what basically was, no, we just got attitude with our husband because we can't control it. So we're going to pull other people into it, especially the black woman, to help us out in our moves. We need the job. We need the same position them, but it wasn't about that. It was trying to get the attention of their white male husband. That's what that was all about. And so the black woman, like, you know what, I'm from ex-slave. I ain't really had that. You know, these machine jobs and off the company, they might not be bad at all anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get with you on that. But not understanding that what's happening now, they are rearranging your home and the structure of the home. Because see, the first teacher for the child is the mother. Well, she can't do that if you're at daycare and, you know what I'm saying, you at work. So when father comes home, you know what I'm saying, the thing about it is the little one has been instructed by mother, you know what I'm saying, like this is how we do things. And then you get, you know what I'm saying, you do this and you get, you know what I'm saying, your leadership skills from your father on how to lead things.
Mm-hmm.
So when he comes in the door, everybody gets quiet, like how's they going? Everything is set up when he's supposed to come through. It's not like that no more.
No, it ain't.
Because the thing about it is they took in the women's identity and said you don't have that as a woman no more. They taking the male identity and said as we as men, we ain't that no more. So they stripped that from us first. Now they say, okay, if you can't be satisfied, but we've now got, you know what I'm saying, a new, you know what I'm saying, alphabet, you know what I'm saying, category. You just come up with what you want to come up with. And you plug it on in. But it doesn't satisfy the function of the divine formula for family. You don't have godship, man, woman, and then the kid. Because see, everybody's accountable to somebody else. That's what makes the beauty in that. Everybody makes sure I'm doing my role because somebody's overseeing what I'm doing. The kids make sure, no, mama gonna get us about that. And then, you know what I'm saying, we definitely don't want dad to get in on it. And so dad, you know, has to get to the point where he has spiritual balance, you know what I'm saying, with this law that he understands, okay, I can't go beyond certain things because this, you know what I'm saying, my standard. This is my God. He told me I can't do it this way. That's where it's got to go. Because if not, when everybody starts to get out of character and play the outside roles and what was intended, it's going to be chaos. We see that right now.
Mm-hmm.
We see that right now. So back to the beautified winner, which I was making my point about what Richard was, that during the 90s, man, and Nelly was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, and that's the, you know what I'm saying, Lil Jon was doing his thing. It was a lot of videos during that time frame that our women were highlighted to the point where they was wearing cornrows in their head. You know what I'm saying? They had tribal braids going, and I thought it was the most beautiful thing I saw on our women, you know what I'm saying, because they was in their natural element. And can't nobody top on the family. Now check this out, family. When you wear your cornrows, you know what I'm saying, to the job, lady, they got a problem with that. Now the Karen and Becky come in, and you know what I'm saying, a month later, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got their hair done that way. Now I was saying, you know what I'm saying, it's trendy. It's daring. You know what I'm saying? We like that. But my thing is, you already know this ain't your culture. It's stealing. You're biting, as they used to say back in the night. Which is what they've always done. They want to be you, ladies. Look what they have done. Look how the evolution of the white woman has went from the 80s, from let's just say back from slavery up to now. She didn't want to look nothing like you. Now all of a sudden she's got full lips like you. She's got a butt like you. She's, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to get an attitude like you. She's trying to dress and walk like you. She's trying to get your men. What's that telling you? As long as she can keep y'all fighting amongst yourselves, the true queens, for the y'all fighting on the wrong thing anyway, because there's a throne for you. You don't have to fight over nothing when there's already a throne for you.
For you. That's right.
A throne is there for you. Go ahead.
That's the thing right there, bro. Like I said earlier, you just mentioned about, how the females used to wear their natural hair in a rap
I love it.
Like that. Yeah,
beautiful.
they did. Yes, they did. Because you got to think about it.
I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. Hey.
The thing is that the way hip hop basically pushed the persona of us being very empowered amongst who we are as black people and loving ourselves. It was the same way when Dr. King made his transformation from the I Had a Dream speech to being MLK, telling black people, you're not Negroes no more. You are black. Love your blackness. Love who you are. Be yourself. And then he basically, exactly. When he did the mountaintop speech in Memphis. And even when he got to the point where he said, I'm not fearing any man, he's not scared of no goddamn body. Because he's seen the coming of the Lord. And he meant what he said what he meant. That scared the hell out of the white supremacist situation. Because they trying to figure out what happened to this nigga that we made that basically we wanted to kiss our white supremacist asshole. And see, we got into the point where even in the civil rights movement, black women had the black man's back at every cost. Even if she wasn't marching, she was at home taking care of the youngins. She wasn't worried about no money or worrying about going to get a job because she had already knew her man was there all day, every day to support the family. But like you said, when the women's liberation started, all that was kicked out the door because the white woman, basically, a Jewish white woman, basically came in there and said, you know what? We need everybody to help us get at our men's ass because we want to do everything we can do everything that the man can do. Not to mention, she didn't tell you that all she needed was y'all just to help push this movement to make her feel more special than she was feeling because she felt like she wasn't feeling special because this goes way back to slavery when she was basically being ignored by the white man who was fucking the black woman.
Man, let's just think about that for a second, dog.
I think about
listen to this system. Listen to this system. Let me just break this down. Let me just give you the state of what our people was. It wasn't our fault. This category in the condition we were put in. We living in shack. We working all day. They not giving us deodorant. The baths that we do get is, you know what I'm saying, we get down to the river at least once, you know what I'm saying, out of the week. But other than that, everybody working. So you must. You're sweating. Some of our ladies, you know what I'm saying, they going through their monthly thing, you know what I'm saying, on the regular. And they try to keep themselves best, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't to the best. So they can cater to themselves. But even in that, hair wild because you can't keep it up. Because, you know what I'm saying, you sweating out your edge on the daily. Even in that state, when you're walking by, the shape of you alone has Taskmaster, you know what I'm saying, drawing his eye while he's on the porch. And the missus up there, she's looking at him with cat eyes like, yo, okay, you know what? I'm going to have to do something to display. Because she already know I can't compete with her. Even when I'm sitting in here in my new little house, you know what I'm saying, they've been getting stuff shipped in from England and London because at the time frame, they say, this is what's going on there. Or some from Paris, France, this is what's going on here. They got the ball gowns in. And even in their best little attire, whatever they had on, they still couldn't outdo her. One of our women in her raggedy slave dress outfit. So guess who's coming to get busy? Not the woman that had just got dressed up in the ball gown that she just got from overseas. And it probably took the boat 8 weeks to get over there. But the slave woman that's been out that way, working all day, already tired. But he coming in with that, and he doing it on a nightly thing if he's really into it.
Right.
So my thing, y'all beauty is sins even when you think you're in your lowest state. It's still more beautiful than everybody else. That's what makes you special.
Yeah, exactly. And see, you know, like I say, a lot of us, you know, black women, like I say, I know that a lot of them feel like in a lot of ways they don't feel beautiful as they supposed to feel. Because, like you say, they basically push the issue of making black women feel more insecure about themselves than they have ever felt.
Yeah.
And we as black men, we help the narrative of that. Because the white men have always tried to make us look like we wasn't beauty in the beauty eyes of society. They have always made black to be the ugliest, most negative stereotypes in the world. To where black women, you know, even like I say, you know, in the 60s, even the 70s, black women basically didn't go through all the shit they're going through now as far as trying to make themselves look beautiful. They still were wearing their natural look. You know, so they had a little makeup here, a little makeup there, probably a little rouge, and, you know, you might have they had eyelashes, but the eyelashes wasn't long to where it looked like the motherfucker's gonna wave at you or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they basically then took the persona of the black woman to look a certain type of way, you know, because they know a lot of times black women don't really, some black women don't even understand their natural beauty. They've been told that if you wear your natural beauty, especially at a corporate job, you basically trying to set a standard for a black supremacist lifestyle.
But see,
black, or you're looking too black. You basically you're going to scare our corporal advisors or somebody that we do business with. You know what I'm saying? Because,
let me just go and throw the water on everybody's face right now. Cold water about to come on everybody's face. Listen, we in the land of our enemies, people. We're going to always be a threat to them. I don't care what we doing. We're going to always be a threat. USA, under suspicion, always. That's it. So my thing is, do what you best you can do, but the thing about it, you stay true to you. Because the thing about it, that's what they're trying to eradicate. You being true to you. If they can get you looking like what we want you to look like, guess what? You not you no more. Now you just practice. Now they can go ahead and claim stuff. Which they did already, you know what I'm saying? Little Richard and them started all rock and roll, but they gave to Elvis because, you know what I'm saying, he started, you know what I'm saying, take on some dance lessons by watching us. All right? They just took our cat and threw him away trying to get him life, but now the white folks coming out of the closet, you know what I'm saying, singing old school 90s songs, you know what I'm saying, so they can steal that.
Yeah, bro, that's why I'm trying to tell you on the R&B thing, when we talking about, we had R&B show, they basically setting up this whole concept of taking our shit and Puff Daddy remixing it for their own likeness to make you like it.
Of course.
And they've done this whole thing about it. They've done it so many times to the point where we should catch on to this shit by now.
And here's the evil genius plot that they got behind it all. These people that's coming out singing.
These brothers 2, 3, 5, 7. What's happening, bro?
Shalom, brother. Shalom, bro. And check it. These people that, you know what I'm saying, what they coming out, who they talking right now, these people that's coming out of the woodworks, you know what I'm saying, these so-called cover bands that's covering our music. The thing about it, they're not appealing to us. They appealing to that young generation, you know what I'm saying, that's still crawling right now. So when they come up, that's what they gonna hear and think is their music. That's who they targeting now. Just like in 1981, say, we don't want the artist no more. We want his listener. The generation that's coming up under him. That's who we want. So it can be perpetual. Because now the lie's perpetual. If I can get your babies and tell them, you know what I'm saying, listen, y'all ain't black, y'all white. You know what I'm saying? We did all this. All they know is that's all I've been told. Same as us. So you got to understand the game, what's going on right now. Straight like that.
That's why most of the young generation now would have an argument with their mother about, you know, my friend Josh's parents is not like that you see on television, but you don't even know Josh's parents because you ain't never really been around Josh's parents. But when you finally go around Josh's parents and they start telling you things that you don't seem to understand that sounds stereotypical about you, and then you start to realize it don't sound right, and then you go back and tell your mama, you know what I'm saying, what Josh's parents said about you, and your mama's old enough to understand what that means. She gets in her feelings and then want to go over there and kick Josh's parents' ass. And that's the point. That's another thing that's really holding us back, because most young black women nowadays are single and by themselves, and they basically have to defend for themselves in society by themselves. And what I mean by that, everything that she does for her child going to a football game, basketball game, wrestling, any kind of, physical activities that her young man is doing. And a lot of times her son can be the victor in those activities. But at the same time, he could be probably going up against Mr. White America, who basically said, parents told him that my child is better than your child because he's black and stupid, and my child is white and right and smart.
Let me ask you something.
But they don't realize that that's not true, because we dominated in everything that we do in society.
Exactly. That's my point right now.
I want to show you a video on that.
Okay, hold on. Before you throw your video up, I just want to make this point.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what's crazy? We hosted, they host, you know what I'm saying, the ancient Greek Olympic every 4 years, right? And in track and field, why is it that it's our race that represents, you know what I'm saying, the United States, even though they got the positions of congressmen, CEOs, bankers, attorneys, judges, tax offenders, prosecutors. See, they hold those powers, but when it comes up to the world stage, they say stuff when it comes down to the physicality of things, to show, you know what I'm saying, that you actually from a different breed than everybody else, bloodline-wise. you can't succeed to that point because you need somebody to come and substitute for you. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, to pitch back for you. Because my thing is that's what's shaking. But go ahead with the video. Let's go with it. I just saw the girls, you know what I'm saying.
Karen gets upset because Black Kid is winning.
Especially female. I love it. Woo.
Check this out.
Karen gets upset because Black Kid is winning wrestling match.
Stay off our knees. Get ready for the shot. Go ahead.
We still need a representative from the following wrestling clubs: Clinton, Down River Wrestling Club, Metro Detroit Regional Affiliated, Motor City, Pontiac Huskies, Team Downhill. Always hosting no experience with World Big Pro Tournament immediately.
5 seconds out. Who's going? 5 seconds out. Let's see it. Let's see it. 3 points, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it.
Back up.
She came on the mat and grabbed the kid.
Who did?
She grabbed our kid.
Did you see that?
Oh, hold on, bro. See, here's my thing. I saw a part segment in the match where the young brother, you know what I'm saying, had to kneel down in a submissive position and get attacked from the blind side just to get the white boy in. Where they do that in wrestling at? Where they do that in any competition sport where you allow the opponent to get a submissive spot or position or some type of tactic over you, some type of edge on you for it? It's not competition no more. That's what the fans come to see. We come to see who gonna battle it out because we say my side better than your side. You say no, your side better than my side. Whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. Well, let's go ahead and get at it then. Ain't nobody come for that. Don't nobody come for that. And so when the woman coming out telling me the Karen getting mad because your little get whooped, listen, we come from a warrior tribe, bro. The thing about it, we've been doing this in the bloodline. And then, you know what I'm saying, the thing about it is when we subjugate it, all we do is have what? Practice with each other. What you think, you know what I'm saying? Look, I remember, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, Friday night, you know what I'm saying, nothing else to do. Being a little kid, we playing track down, beat them down. We go count to 10, everybody go high, we find you, everybody jump on you. That's just the way it was. So my thing is, as far as throwing hands and getting hit and passing them out, we were used to that. So my thing is, you're going to say, okay, now all of a sudden, where, you know, if you can train into an art form instead of just brawling and start using tactics where they don't even touch you, and, you know what I'm saying, become the best of your field, we'll pay for that and see to them and say, what now? So the brother found out, okay, this is my meal ticket in. So he was out here doing his thing to the point where they like, okay, all right, you got so much edge up, you got to get a little white boy chance. No, you don't get no chance. They better throw a towel. I guess that's what the Karen did. I'm not mad at her. She did anything. Matter of fact, she wasn't even Karen right then. She was just a mama seeing her little baby getting beat up. That's what happened.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback on that because now that we brought that to the forefront of the table, you know that the young sister Brittany Griner's supposed to get 9 years in Russia for that, drug charge or whatever on that marijuana liquid vapor or whatever it says. She had a 0.7 ounce liquid of marijuana in the vapor, whatever that bullshit or whatever the case. But here's the thing. Hold on. I would say this much about that whole persona. America has always been a hypocritical country. It's been always a hypocritical country until the real strong body Americans stand up to the fake weak body Americans. Because
hey, can we say that from now on about the U.S. that we're gonna start calling them the I? If it's government related, whatever it is, it's the I.
Yeah,
we'll say it that.
Well, yeah, we can do that. But what I'm finna say is, we just got to showing a video of a Karen getting mad at the little young brother for defeating her son. Well, that's beat the shit out of the little monkey ass. But that's America. That's what make America great again. That was what Donald Trump was talking about. Because the same concepts of that wrestling match is the same concepts of what's going on with Sister Brittany Griner. Okay? She's basically, I'm just going to be honest with it, to me, she's a pawn between the political concepts of America's foreign policy against Russia. Because Russia is jacked up, pissed off with America right now. Because America is playing the backfield in motion, trying to save a country that gives 10 shakes of a fat rat's ass about people of color, as they call us, people of color, black people. Russia knows the historical matter of black people more than America does, than America try to hide. Brittany Griner is probably over there basically playing the backfield in motion for the cameras, because you don't really know what's going on over there in Russia with that sister.
Listen.
All you're doing is seeing her going back and forth, going across the screen, or seeing her behind bars, and those bars, they don't even look like no real bars, but here.
I got to get in right here with you. And let me hop in the car right here. That's not even a Russian prison she's in. She's not even in a detention center.
Ooh, what are you trying to tell me?
Listen, she is a high-profile athlete from the United States that happens to be a woman, that happens to be
Wait a minute, say it again.
Right now, we playing a high-stake game of spades right now, baby. And right now, she's chilling at the Kremlin in Moscow, and Biden is right there with her, chilling with what you want to have. He's catering to her. He would not treat her like a criminal. They never have. And the thing about it, because she's from the place that he's like, I want to know the thing. Come on now. That's why the U.S. is, what I'm saying, well, we got to deal with this thing gently. Because she knows our history on how we treated her and her people. And we pissed her off a little way. They might say, okay, and give him some juice, and it's going to get ugly. Vladimir's treating her like a royal princess over that way. Listen, she's got on a Crenshaw sweatshirt right now. Where the prison clothes at, folks? Y'all know how it is when we get down there to the lockup. They take all that. They give you a number, you're in a cell. They have you with your stripes on, or they have, just, plain clothes, one color. You know what I'm saying? Folks standing behind you with the guards. You know what I'm saying? I don't get none of that.
Bro, that is so fucking true what you saying. That's total facts. But I'm gonna read you something. He's an anonymous name, but I'm gonna read something. This brother here said, it's a guy that I know. He said, for those of you who is it? For those of you who have never been overseas, follow the rules of that country. We left guys overseas because they wanted to bring pork into their country for fighting, etc. Russia laws are their laws, no more or less. And one of my other brothers said, it's about, you think it's not about the dope, bruh. She's a political pawn, and Putin had to seize on that.
Yeah.
He's gonna get what he wants, and he knows that.
Yeah.
And he responds back. The other guy responds back. He said, "There is no such thing with her when you are wrong in a country that you know has zero tolerance."
See, here's the thing, bro. There is no zero tolerance. Remember back in the 80s.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this part too. He said there's no. He said the zero tolerance part, right? He said, I was just with for.
Don't even read that foolishness, dog. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because I'm ready to shut it down right now.
Because this nigga here is a military head just like you, brother.
No, he is a sleeper, a sleepwalker. What you think the military? Anything, you know what I'm saying? Here's the thing about people, bro. All you got to do is go ahead and fall in line with something that you think is the right thing. You're going to be sleepwalking with the rest of the crowd. Here's my thing is, no, I was deemed by the Most High. He's like, no, I chose you to wake up. And I'm so grateful for that. And I am, which is why I call it the Muppet Planet the way it is. It's funny acting characters all over the place. And it's getting worse. I mean, my thing, I thought Frank Yankees, you know what I'm saying, was off the team, but this ain't got nothing on that.
No,
nothing.
This is the real reality show that they don't want to put on television right here. How ignorant motherfuckers are.
Listen, so the brother was right. And here's the thing about it was, before I woke up, you know what I'm saying, I knew it was a burning desire in me. I said, I wanted a cause of something I could live or die for, you know what I'm saying? Something that's real. And I got sold on the American dream and all that, you know what I'm saying? And the best place to be, and they got all this historical stuff, and we put these people over here, they died. I mean, they made it look all patriotic with the songs and the music and the flag wave. But the reality of is that when I go to certain places, they were looking certain kind of ways at. They didn't want to serve a little certain, you know what I'm saying, certain type of way.
You know what?
I started hearing stuff.
Bro, like I said, you know I got love for you. You know I love you, bro. I am so glad that you being straightforward with this shit and not bouncing back because you got a job that you got to go to. You're afraid you're going to lose that motherfucker. It was never your job any goddamn way. Be straight up and forward. I like when motherfuckers being straight up and forward. Because like I say, you think the motherfucking media going to sit up there and tell you what them people really thinking about over there in fucking Russia, just like they did with Afghanistan about Saddam Hussein? Not Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden. You don't speak Arabic. You don't know what them folks are talking about. All you do is sit here hearing some goddamn Arabic talking. You don't know. You ain't trying to find a translation. They got a fake ass translation that's gonna tell you something the opposite. But if your ass really speak Arabic and you try to defend the lie, go against the lie that they telling, you can get fucked off. But you know that's the thing about it. If you don't know, just say you don't fucking know and stop trying to take up for the system of white supremacy. Sit your motherfucking ass down.
Here's my thing. Check this out. Let me tell you how gangster the world got so much respect for our people, right? Y'all remember the Vietnam War, right? Well, there was a movie that was, you know what I'm saying, back, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s, starring Lorenz Tate and comedian, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. That's right. Dead president. And the thing about it was, they put a real clip into the movie scenes with exactly how it went down while our boys was over that way. And this is how it went down. Mm-hmm. The Vietnamese was mashing down on the American force, but even in the heat of battle, they got a message through one of the white boys that they killed and left a little note on them. And the note said this:
"Soul brothers,
black man,
soul brothers, not your war." That's right.
Go home. And my thing is, we ain't here for y'all. We know y'all here because y'all been brainwashed. And we telling y'all this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. They never had.
That's when that white boy said, "Get rid of that commie bullshit." He called it communism.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's the thing about it was, and then his crazy thing when I was in the military, Pete. Because see, here's the thing when I also know that, you know what I'm saying, I know this gonna hurt, but this is reality how I survived it. I should say experience, not survive. Hard word. But when I was over, you know what I'm saying, in Japan, doing my military, you know what I'm saying, stint, met some Africans, mainland Africa, and they couldn't stand our people. The so-called African American, that is. So if we were mainland Africans like they was, from the land like they was, whether it be Libya, Hood, Sudan, Egypt, if you will, the thing about it was we've been open with open arms, but we wasn't. And I'm looking at this.
Power plug.
I'm looking at this from the standpoint like, why don't they have love for it? They're like, no, and I could never understand what the beat was about, and nobody told me what it was.
Right.
But my thing was like, we were different from that. So here's my thing. Knowing that you have stuff like that, which is evidence on the planet, saying that there's a problem here, you got to understand, okay, what's the problem? And then find out the source of it. So everybody has a dictionary. I would recommend you go check out the Zondervan Dictionary. Look up the word Ham. He was one of the sons of Noah. He says Ham was progenitor of all the dark races, but not the Negro. You got to ask yourself, people, are we dark like them? And he's saying it's not us, so what's really good? Nobody asks those questions. But the world knows what's going on outside the Western Hemisphere. I can tell you that from a standpoint. I can tell you that. I've witnessed that. So my thing, when I get back to the Western Hemisphere, and I see that they're still up under the delusion of the lies that's being going on, and they continue to intensify with new ways of presenting it to the people. So me being able to see that, I have to say something. I'm honor bound to say something. I have got to, you know what I'm saying, to put it out that way. Now, I mean, it's on y'all. You have the free will of choice, you know what I'm saying? You can soak it up and spit it out.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we have been conditioned to believe fairy tales, basically. Everything that they put out to us, we go along with. And then we know if we don't go along with it, we afraid we're going to lose something that we never had in the first place. And that's the hurting part about this whole situation, because back to Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
She has a lot of strikes against her. One is because she's black. Two, she's gay. Three, she's a damn good athlete from what I was told. And four, she kneeled against white supremacy.
Well, see, that's only saying that's just the American perspective, if you will, while you're saying it. From an American perspective, you know what I'm saying, what's against her. But what about from a world and Russian perspective? That's not against her. That's how it goes. Saying when it comes down, you know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You don't. We don't speak Russian. You ain't seen motherfuckers come out saying had a fucking press conference in Russia trying to have a conversation with America. America basically is just like I say, America know they motherfucking, they know they get down. It's like, hey, I'm not finna fuck with them motherfuckers because we don't know what they got over there. All we know is that they don't like us. But at the same time, we gonna play around it and say she had no business taking drugs over there, knowing that this woman is a born American, right?
Yep.
And y'all love America, but y'all saying she disrespect America because she don't like America because she took a kneel to the flag when military.
Oh, you know what? I just thought about something, dog. Okay, not to cut you off, but I just thought about something. Okay, America, from a military standpoint, has always said, and here's the thing about it, because it popped up recently, and you know what I'm saying, it goes back to the brother making a remark about this being a political play right here. From American standpoint, was that America, from a military, has never, ever, especially during wartime frame, or with somebody considered potential enemy, negotiating. That was in all the movies coming up through the age, like you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, our government's not going to, if you're a terrorist, if you, you know what I'm saying, you're dictators, we're not going to negotiate with you. But for the first time in the history, this is what I'm hearing in the news, in the media. We're going to negotiate, you know what I'm saying, for what's going on. I like negotiate. I like, this is way bigger, you know what I'm saying, talking about some drugs. Because here's the thing about it. Everybody got the vapors inhalers here in the U.S. and over there across the. They've been doing that. That ain't get. But for those that's been popping in, talking about something going under the influence of the Matrix, and the Matrix say it's wrong, then they're the ones that's saying, yeah, they right, it's wrong. Because you haven't woke up yet. Because it's not about the vapor, because everybody got vapor. If you get up, you know what I'm saying, go to the job, y'all will. Everybody gets up on Monday morning and starts everything back. When you get the, some white dude, you know what I'm saying, got a vape, and he blowing big clouds over the back.
Right.
Right there in the building. So my whole thing is going way beyond that, because my thing is bigger. It's big. So I have never heard, you know what I'm saying, the military, the point, you know what I'm saying, the USA, that they're going to negotiate on behalf of somebody, especially somebody of our color, especially a woman. What's really good? They don't care about us now. So one woman that's melanated, that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, of a, you know what I'm saying, confused mind at the moment, all of a sudden it's the big ticket. We got to negotiate what's going on. Well, what's really good? But I know what it is, because she's from here, born and raised, and she can put out how are y'all really treated.
Well, see, that's the thing. Caucasian people, racist Caucasian people at that, love to make their argument and make up excuses to basically clear up the dog shit that they put out on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, by you saying that she hates and disrespect America, and she's playing American sport, the WNBA, I would think she would hate America completely. But the whole concept of her kneeling, just like Brother Kaepernick kneeled, was because they kneeled against the whole concept of police brutality.
And she told him that. She done told Putin that already.
And that was the whole concept of that police brutality is a big thing in America right now. And the funniest thing about it is most Caucasian people would sit up there and turn a blind eye to say that, well, black people need to learn how to stop doing shit. That way they won't get their ass killed or beat down by the police. But here's a catcher that most Caucasian people don't know. They're getting their ass whooped by the cops too. It's just not being televised. You know why it's not being televised? It's because it'll be more of a hypocritical complex if they show themselves getting fucked off by their own superior intellectual overseers. See, they wanted to make the eyes being black and brown people getting fucked off by the police. They don't want to show you the white man being fucked off by the police, because I got a video that somebody made that basically showing Caucasian getting their ass thumped by the fucking police. But a lot of those videos never got to the media because the media don't want to escalate their own hypocritical narrative of black people versus the police department, white police department. So they wanted to keep it white. They want to keep it black and brown people getting fucked off. They don't want to say black, brown, and white, because then that'll make them hypocritical. Because I got a video, I'm trying to figure out. Let me see. I'm gonna probably show that video, but it's a video that I got that's showing.
Yeah, you go ahead and look for it. You go and look for it, because I want to piggyback on it. Though. I want to piggyback on it because I see what's about to happen right now. What's got the U.S. scared is that Brittany can blow the top off. You know what I'm saying? This whole lie. You know what I'm saying? That it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, American law and justice. They actually, you know what I'm saying, out here trying to annihilate in the street. And so I guarantee you, Putin, like, well, I tell you what, America, this is what I said. I got the story on what's going over there, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, well, we're going to have a worldwide press conference, the United Nations, because he's got the Jews, because he's one of the members. to take her to the United Nations, and she get on the podium and see what I'm saying, this is what's going down. And hearing that straight from the horse mouth, who ain't gonna believe it? U.S. got to pull her, you know what I'm saying, like get her back over this way. They got to get her back over this way. But I don't think, you know what I'm saying, she got a sentence, you know what I'm saying, of them 9 years. I think what it was, you know what I'm saying, she's over that way just chilling. And because she doesn't want to come back, they had to make up a narrative saying that she's gonna get locked up. But look where she's at right now. Does that look like she's in a hole in cell somewhere? Come on now. Stop.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
America's afraid.
Like I say, you know, regardless of what she said, I mean, what she did, you know what I'm saying? She didn't kill nobody. She didn't make no threat against America. She just, all she did was just kneel. And y'all gonna just basically throw in the towel because she kneeled against police brutality and American flag?
She about to kill that false narrative that the America had going on. The land of opportunity and freedom, democracy. You know how it go.
Oh yeah, I already know, bro. I already know. That's what the hell. That's the whole idea of it. It's never been a democracy. It's a hypocrisy. Just like the man tried to argue with me earlier about the situation with her. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, and I was like, man, I really didn't tell him shit. All I told him was why. I told him, I asked him about the the national anthem. That's what I told him. I said, what does the national anthem basically stands for besides war? And the guy told me, do I have to explain to you? I said, my point exactly. I just asked you a question. And you couldn't even get a straight up answer.
Got emotion.
And then one guy, Caucasian, he came on there and told me, he called my argument bullshit.
Got emotion.
I told him, I said, the same replies to you, Sparky. I said, you tell me, what did I say and what did I go wrong on that question? And he couldn't respond back. I rest my case. Because like I say, they don't expect the niggas to know their little secret shit. Because they want you to fall for the Jim Jones Kool-Aid. And I can't fall for no fucking Jim Jones Kool-Aid.
Kings become knowledgeable. Stay knowledgeable.
They don't like the fact for the Negroes to be learning things that they don't expect us to know.
Nah, we relearning what they try to take from us because we was originally kings anyway and queens. We just relearning that. That's what's happening. They don't want that to happen.
Oh yeah. I got the video right here, bro. Check this video out right here. Look at this.
Right. This man. Look at what he's doing.
We've implemented the strictest measures in all of North America. And the difficult truth is, every public health measure we have left.
We have made the deliberate decision to temporarily enhance police officers' authority for the duration of the stay-at-home order.
Massive cost to people and their lives. But we have never shied away from doing what's necessary.
Wang is handcuffed, only wearing pants and a bra. When Wang lifts her head slightly, Browning forces it back down to the floor with her foot.
Moving forward, police will have the authority to require any individual who is not in place residence to, first, provide their purpose for not being at home, authority to stop a vehicle, to inquire about an individual's reason for leaving their residence.
No, this is your last warning.
If you are not willing to comply, then you are breaking the law.
I love it. Oh, I love it, man. You need to run it back again, man. Let me just see it again, dog. Let me just see it again, dog.
I try not to laugh at that, but
ooh, I love it.
brother, Professor Griff said back here a while back on his podcast that, while Caucasian people sitting back there laughing at our pain and suffering, you're getting the same deal. And and a lot of them know they're getting the same deal as black people because they out buying guns and stuff. Why you buying guns for? You ain't buying guns to go hunting. You buying guns because it's coming your way as well. We ain't the only ones getting shot down in the streets. They're getting fucked off.
Listen, I think listen. I love it, but I got to put this on top of it because I think this is the icing on top of this cake, right? I think the late great Malcolm X said it best. The chickens have come home to roost, baby. Woo! I love that. Say it again. The chickens have come home to roost. So run that tape back, dog. The people want to see it again. I know I do.
This man. Look at what he's doing.
We've implemented the strictest measures in all of North America. And the difficult truth is, every public health measure we have left.
We have made the deliberate decision to temporarily enhance police officers' authority for the duration of the stay-at-home order.
Massive cost to people and their lives. But we have never shied away from doing what's necessary.
Wang is handcuffed, only wearing pants and a bra. When Wang lifts her head slightly, Browning forces it back down to the floor with her foot.
Moving forward, police will have the authority to require any individual who is not in police residence to, first, provide their purpose for not being at home, authority to stop a vehicle, to inquire about an individual's reason for leaving their residence.
No, this is your last warning.
If you are not willing to comply, then you are breaking the law.
My favorite one, dog.
I know. Well,
woo! I should have had popcorn. You should have told me it was gonna be that interesting, dog.
Bruh, you were looking just like the Joker when you seen that. This is how you were looking. You were looking just like the Joker. You were smiling from ear to ear, bro.
It was beautiful.
But see, that's the thing that serves the most because you can't hide situations like that. Because it's gonna always be revealed no matter how much you try to hide this shit. Because
the chickens have come home to roost.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, like I said, it was gonna come to it because they want the media to basically show footage of us getting fucked off. They will never show footage of themselves getting fucked off because, like I said earlier, it'll be hypocritical. Their narrative won't stick like they want it to stick because they had a cop 2357, bro. If you there, you probably heard about it in your state, in Louisiana, where this Caucasian guy got killed by a state trooper down there. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They tried to get it aired on the national, news, but they wouldn't play it because they don't want to show. Yeah, 2-3. You know what I'm talking about. Because he's from Louisiana. He's from the NO. He's from Louisiana. So, yeah, they basically cut that shit out. It was like, no, we ain't finna show that. We'll show you niggas getting shot down, but we ain't finna show us getting shot down. That state trooper lit this white boy ass up. And like I say, he said they lied and said that he died in the car. That he died in a car crash.
Yeah.
Bro, you know damn his folks was like, we ain't falling for that one. That's a motherfucking lie.
The autopsy gonna show that.
Well, that's the thing. They gotta make it sound good to beat their argument. Just like they did the sister that was from New Orleans that was in the military, that went to the military at that time and got killed by one of her fellow soldiers. And they found out the woman had semen and everything. They raped her and every damn thing.
Cause she didn't want to get with them white boy. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Military.
Yeah. And the military lied about that and said that that's not what happened. Said that she wasn't raped, that she committed suicide. But so she had sex first and then killed herself. Who does that, y'all? Who does that? And that's why the father went in and got his own personal autopsy from somebody else that wasn't in the military. And that guy said this young lady was raped and murdered.
That's right.
But that's the whole scenario of white supremacy in this country. And that's the reason why most white people will get mad, get upset, and talk shit about you, because they don't want to be seen as the great white Satan, as other nations call them. But you say that Brittany Griner hates America. But America hates America because America has shown its true colors for hundreds of years. This country was stolen. This country basically was taken from different nations that was already owned in this country.
Yep.
So I mean, how the fuck you gonna say that that this woman hates America? America hates America. Go to the different cities around the country. New York, Los Angeles, Houston, Miami, Oakland, Seattle, Washington, Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, Washington, D.C., Charlotte, North Carolina. All the big metropolitan cities, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Denver, Colorado, all these places. And see how much America loves its American people. When people are living in tents up under the freeway, up on the freeway off ramps and on ramps, living in trailers, motorhomes.
Yeah.
Can't afford to basically get an apartment or a house or anything. So when you say that Brittany Griner hates America, I think you need to take a little look into what's really going on with America. Because like I said, me and Chopper, we done traveled all over the West Coast last week. We done been all the way up to Richmond, California, all the way down to San Diego on I-5. And every city that we went to, I showed Chop. I said, look over there in East Oakland. Look at all them tents. Look at all them folks staying up around by the freeway, up under the freeway off ramps and shit. Look at that shit. All the way to Los Angeles, California, same shit. San Diego, same shit. Oakland, San Francisco, same shit. But you want to sit up there and talk about this sister hate America. She's not responsible for that. The folks living up under the freeway. That's America, Jack. That's America versus America.
Yeah. And the thing about it was...
Oh, no, hold on. Let me make this last little point right quick. Not to mention, you talk about y'all support your veterans, your soldiers and shit. But them probably about 40% of them, 50% of them are living in them damn tents.
60.
Okay, 60. I met a couple of them. And guess what? You think they said that America loved them? Hell no.
I used to be one of them.
They say fuck America. They say fuck America. They say at one particular time they thought America loved them because they thought what they were doing going to these other countries and fucking them over. They thought they were doing their job. They thought they was helping America out. But all America did was use their body to go over here and destroy and slaughter people. And then say, okay, the job is done. Bring your monkey ass back to America and we ain't got shit for you.
See, they perpetuate the American dream into its delusion of stand. And went to the point where you're into this trend, whereas, you know what I'm saying, all you do is, you know what I'm saying, is that you just, you know what I'm saying, following the rules on how, you know what I'm saying, to abide. There's no difference from the civilian sector or the military sector. Because everybody is all about the rules that you have to go into to abide certain things. To make sure it benefits you. Same thing.
Yep.
Now, I'm about to blow a lot of folks' tops right now. So I'm gonna ask, you know what I'm saying, general question. How many hours do we get in a day to do things? Now, most folks gonna say 24 hours, right? But check this out. You don't have 24 hours. There's 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of night. So in those 12 hours of daylight, guess what? If you work a 12-hour shift, you spending your whole day working. The beautiful thing in that is, fellas, is that it doesn't matter how much overtime that you're making, you're still a slave to the system.
Right. That's right. That's why a lot of times people always talking about going out and get the bag and everything. You know, it's just a delusional concept that's sought up in because they want you to think that you know you're making a lot of money or whatever the case may be, but the money that you making ain't shit.
I found out, you know what I'm saying, I was watching YouTube and it's a spot called Wealth Nation. That's on YouTube. They put me on this game. First thing was as far as a savings plan, a real savings plan, people. That actually works for you. So if you know about whole life insurance and the cash asset that you get along with that, that's your savings. Because see, now you borrow from yourself, not the bank. You pay yourself back with their interest plus interest because it's going back to you. That's infinite banking, people. That way you're not in debt to nobody except for yourself. And you pay it back as you see fit to pay it back. It ain't got you on no hurry schedule. I'm saying by the 15th you ain't got it, then we're going to collect. It ain't that.
Right.
So my thing is we gotta get smarter with our money out here. Gotta get smarter, you know what I'm saying, with our value. Definitely gotta get smarter, you know what I'm saying, with our moral. Because other than that, the place is gonna be a planet where they're trying to play you as a card some type of way. They're gonna try to use you. That's what they're doing with the Sister Bryony right now, you know what I'm saying? They got this big picture saying that she's going down the third. And I guarantee you on the outside of this, get over that way and watch their TV, it's something wholly different.
That's wild, bro. Let's see. I seen a video. This video right here. I know we talking about women tonight. Why is women hated so badly in America? Well, not hated, but well, does America
hate it?
Love
they hate it.
It's hated, but yeah, why does America love black women? You know what I'm saying? But we basically ran it on that behalf, and that's basically because they know who. Well, it's just like this here. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it like this here. Black women, white supremacy know more about your history than you know about yourself. They know that you the firstborn. They know that you are the sole heir of this planet. They know that you basically are the smartest, the brightest, the most beautiful, the beautifulest human beings God ever created. And like my brother said earlier, that's the reason why every nation is trying to copy everything that you guys do. Because they know they love your swagger. They love your style. They love your beauty. Every bit of it. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I first started driving trucks back in the early part of 2000, it was a Caucasian man, an old Caucasian man that trained me. Me and him ran team across country. And every place that we went that it was a black woman working in the guard shack, he would just lose his mind. He would say, oh my, he's like, ooh, look there. Hey, darling, how you doing? He loved black women. But when it got to the Caucasian women, he like, hey, how you doing? And I never picked up on it until, after my training was up. I was like, this motherfucker here is loving that black woman because it's something very spiritual about you guys that they are attractive to. It's like a moth to a flame or any type of light. It's mesmerized to it. It keeps coming at it. See, black men, we once upon a time, a lot of us used to have that same eye and more. But we basically then lost our way because of non-historical knowing matters. Just like y'all don't even know y'allself. Because I know somebody right now that I have mad love for that doesn't even know how beautiful she is. And I'm not going to call her name out. I wouldn't dare. But I gave her a little knowledgeable complex about herself. And I used hunger as to get her back on track about loving herself. She really thinks she's trying to figure out how to love herself. I told her, I said, look, when you get hungry, when you get hungry pains, how does it feel to you? She said it kind of hurts. I said, okay. So do you ask yourself this question? Answer yourself this question. Do you feel those hungry pains? Or do you just go along and just let the pains just seem to go away? Or do you feed? Or do you just feed them? She said, I feed them. I said, do you know that feeding yourself is the way to your survival in life? Because if you don't eat, you don't live. She said, I know that. I said, okay. Now, if you know that part and you feed yourself, you know that if you don't feed yourself, you're going to die, right? Right. So do you want to live or do you want to die? She said, I want to live. I said, okay, you answer your own goddamn question. You love yourself. Plain and simple. Plain and simple as that.
Yeah. But here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's how the Mashiach get it too. Because if you just break things down plain and simple to people, that they can understand it, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make the right decision. They like that.
Yeah.
So
that's the point. You have to just think of that hunger. Because chances are, if you study feeding yourself, you want to survive. So if you want to survive, that means you love yourself. Because if you didn't love yourself, you'll stop eating. You'll just go ahead and just deteriorate the fuck up out of here. Let your heart, your brain go dead. Your heart, because when your brain go dead, your heart gonna go dead. Because your heart gonna be saying, damn, I ain't got nothing that's gonna tell me how to basically keep pumping. So keep in the lungs, they gonna collapse. They gonna be like, I ain't nothing coming out. So what the fuck? I guess I might go ahead and go too. So everything gonna just deactivate itself, and you get about this motherfucker. But you're not going to do that to yourself because you know subconsciously in your mind you love yourself enough to where you have to stay on survival mode to feed yourself, to keep yourself keep yourself living. And that's what I had to give her, that ultimatum, to get an understanding that she really loves herself. She just don't understand the concept of loving herself. But that's
she recognized.
Exactly. So, but man, check this out. It's a video, man. This video right here, I kind of had mixed feelings about this because we talking about women loving themselves, but this video right here kind of irked me. This is a mother and a daughter. I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm thinking that the girl must have done something, but I never really got a chance to watch the video. But I'm run it back and turn the volume up and see what the hell going on with this.
Why you don't get your friend? You ain't go. You help your friend, Jessica? You get whooped there?
Yeah, tell me what happened there.
Hell, I thought now that I look at it, I don't even think that's I don't know. Shit, that was kind of cuckoo. But if that was a mother, it's supposed to have been a mother and a daughter getting into it about something. But
what happened though? So was it got caught with a dude? You know what I'm saying? Or got caught smoke? Got caught, you know, selling something? Or
might have been. I mean, but either way it goes, it's supposed to be a mother-daughter affair. But my thing is that was a bit much to kick her and stomp on her like that. You know, that's a bit of an insecure move right there. Because say what now, bro?
It's abuse.
Oh yeah, it's severe abuse. You know, and that's another thing that really irks me because, you know, I was just thinking, it's just like that episode of Good Times when Penny got jumped by her mom, you know, with the iron. Got burnt with the iron. You remember that episode? Y'all remember that episode of Good Times when Kim Field's mother that played Janet Jackson's mother burned her with that iron? And, you know, and that made us felt some kind of way because that was straight up abuse. Because she basically was basing her insecurity because a man didn't want her no more. So she was like, you know what I'm saying, she took it out on her child. And that'd be mostly the case nowadays with women, with young women, because they feel like if that man don't want to have nothing to do with her, it's because her child is born. You know what I'm saying? Instead of this getting an understanding that, you know, if that man can't accept your child, he can't accept you. But you so insecure about yourself, thinking that you need that motherfucking man, to the point where you're not even thinking that that man making you choose your child, making you choose him over your child, your flesh and blood child. And then a lot of times it be men that's not even, you know, that's not even that child, the father, I mean, the father of that child. You know what I'm saying? It's a nigga that just come in and want to fuck every now and again. But he feel like that child is in a way to where he can't get them goodies like he want to. So he basically make you choose between your child and him. And most
and then what Fresh was all about?
Yeah. But that's where the insecurity and the low self-esteem of most young women come into play, because they don't know their ability of self-love. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. And a lot of these women that are having kids, you know, because they don't want to have no abort. They don't want to abort them because they didn't got too far off into their pregnancy, or they feel like if they have a baby, sometimes the doctor be like, if you get an abortion, you know you got health issues. You better have that child, because if you don't have it and you get an abortion, you might bleed to death or something, and you might die. So it's all type of situation. And then you like, damn, I'm gonna go ahead and have this little bitch or this little nigga or whatever. And then you have him, the child look like the father that you can't stand. So now you want to take that shit out on the child. Every chance of his or her life. And that child grows up to just have the notion of the fist or the backhand or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, every day of his life or her life. And then you cuss them out, talking about you ain't gonna do this and do that. The child grows up with anger. And when that child grows up with anger, he gets out here and basically cry out for help by doing stupid shit. Breaking in people's houses, starting fights at school, doing all kind of messy shit that can get him fucked off in society. The government have done tests on these young folks, and they know that these things are happening, and they loving it. But they'll tell you that the child got PTSD and ADD, TNT, and all this old goofy ass shit to basically throw off the narrative that they basically created all this bullshit in our society.
So they dope them up?
Yeah. Because I have a female friend of mine that I know from Alabama. She told me about how her son has got autism. But she said, and I told her, I said, I said, when you was pregnant with him, did they give you any kind of immunization shots and shit like that? She said, no. But I don't think she really knew what the fuck I was talking about. Because they gave her something. Because the child didn't come into this world having no damn autism by itself now. Ain't no such thing.
See what I come to find out, dog. When the newborns are first here, that's why they give you the penicillin and I give you all these other types of stuff for the baby. And the thing about it is, if the baby does be allergic to something, that's when they find out right then. So they can actually kill it. So like I said, that's why I like saying I don't believe in it. Take, you know what I'm saying? Then let these doctors grab them up, start dumping stuff down their throat. You know, and they just you know, and they get introduced to poison. Come on, dog. It's getting me hot. I've been hit the lights in the delivery room, and I would have mowed down everything, bro.
Bro, what? I don't believe in none of that shit either, man. I know these motherfuckers doping up these young folks, man, doping up these young women, and basically telling them all these lies and shit, because there's a narrative they trying to push, because they want you to. I mean, it's just like they want to. They telling these young women, goddamn it, that your child ain't making this enough certain type of score for their school curriculum or something, that they can't be taught with the regular kids. They got to be put in special ed and all this old shit.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you especially how they do this, y'all. Now check this out. I have a person that's very close to me, and the thing about she has a family member, you know what I'm saying, that's around the age of 8.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they pronounce him as ADHD. Dr. Umar Johnson talks about it because he's a child psychologist. So he go more in depth on that about that. Y'all check that out. But anyway, he's a lively person. He's a lively 8-year-old boy, you know what I'm saying, when he's running around. You know what I'm saying? He likes hands-on stuff, finding out how it works, stuff like that, put it back together. But the school said that he was hyperactive, which they classified as ADHD. They convinced his mom that was the problem. They put him on medication. Now, the other version of him, when he's on medication, he sits in one spot, middle of the floor, and he looks like he's drugged. He responds when you call his name slowly, turns slowly to you. He's not energetic. My thing is, he has sedated your child in front of your eyes, signed off. And that's what gets them hooked on the drug to the point where now, yeah, and take down your ADHD because now your mind is jacked up. We go in special ed because we have now destroyed your mind because it wasn't run wrong with it in the first place.
Right. That's a lot, and see, that's the thing. Cause see, like I say, and then they tell you that you have to take these shots in order for the child to get in school, not knowing that these chemicals are basically made to basically deaf, dumb, and blind your ass up as time goes along.
I don't know.
You can't just have natural childbirth because they already know it's natural. The word speaks for itself. It's natural.
That's the thing about to piggyback on with you on that because you remember back in the day, whereas before the birth certificate, there used to be a Bible in everybody's house that had the birth and the death and the marriage section in the book. That's how everything's recorded on who born this year, who died this year, who got married this year. That's how it was done, you know what I'm saying, in the county. Check out the history. That's how it was done. Until, you know what I'm saying, the Federal Reserve IRS got in there like, well, no, you need to see everybody with these Social Security numbers, which is crazy. Because on your Social Security card, people, that's a strong man's account. It has a letter on that. There are 12 federal banks here in the United States. All of them start with a letter. The letter on your Social Security card is tied into that Federal Reserve Bank. Your Social Security number is that Federal Reserve account number. When you die, cash in on that. They didn't tell you that. But I'm telling you.
It's crazy. I want to give a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the young lady who died in a fiery crash in my hometown Thursday. Ashley Ryan. Her and her 33-month-old baby was killed in a car crash. I'm sure a lot of people probably seen the video because the video went viral where this woman, I don't know, they never released her name, but she basically was behind the influence of alcohol. She was upset and stressed out, supposedly because she had just left a boyfriend's house. And she got on the highway and she was traveling, I want to say east on Slauson Avenue in Windsor Hills, which is a district area in South Central. And from the video, it looked like she was doing about 100-some miles, like she was doing 100 miles an hour because it was so fast you barely seen the car. And a bunch of vehicles was traveling on La Brea Avenue, which is the other street, and she ran that light at full speed and hitting this young lady and her 33-month-old baby, and not to mention she was pregnant too with another child on the way. All three of them are dead, are deceased. And according from eyewitness, they said that the car got hit so hard that the baby got ejected out of the car seat onto the ground. And the woman said it was so hurtful to where she walked over and grabbed the baby's lifeless body because the baby was dead. But not to mention, 3 other more people died in that wreck as well. But it's been crazy. Situations been going on out there in California as far as fatal accidents has been concerned because they had another wreck, I'm thinking in Orange County, somewhere up in that way, where another fatality had ensued where a guy, he was drunk, ran in the back of a woman and her daughter that was on their way, I think they was on their way home or on their way over a family member's house or something like that. And this guy plowed in the back of them, killing them instantly. One thing I can tell you about how things are going in America right now is like nothing but low vibrations of evil that basically got its hands on America. And the whole idea of it is because the universal God that basically is the creator of all things is very disappointed in how we basically play around with his creations. You know, I just got to talking about tonight about black women being disrespected and being the most important human being on this planet, but the most disrespected human being on this planet. And I think through the hell that black women are catching in this country, as far as them being disrespected, them not knowing the history of themselves, and basically just throwing off the whole vibration of their livelihood in this society, is the reason why America is falling constantly. Even through weather, through the animals, insects, everything that's living on this planet. Because you hear now about animals are turning on humans bad as hell now. It's mainly Caucasian people. Yeah, I said it. Because see, I'm gonna show you something. You know, when I was living in Los Angeles, in South Central, there was never a report of a coyote walking around Compton or Watts or South Central, Inglewood, Linwood, Bellflower, Norwalk, Southgate, nothing like that ever, as long as I've been living and breathing on this planet. But when you go up in places like Woodland Hills, Hollywood Hills, the San Fernando Valley, most parts of where, you know, Calabasas, all these areas where there are mountains and desert and rocks and shit and dust and whatever the fuck, there are animals up there. But Mr. Charlie said, I got to get away from you niggas because y'all are a poison to my society. So he says, I'm going to go up here and move up in these motherfucking hills and shit in areas where the animals basically have families at, and build you a $2.5 million home in this area. And then you go and get up in the morning, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to get you a late night snack, and there's there's Bambi sitting in your goddamn living room. Or a motherfucking mountain lion sitting in your living room. And you talking about, how in the hell did he get in this house? Yeah, ding, 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 ding. His family once upon a time used to live in this area, but you destroyed where they used to live at to put this $2.5 million piece of shit in their habitat. So guess what? They're going to be in your living room, and they hope like hell, and not to mention they hope like hell that you try to scare them out of there. Come on, get out of here! Get your ass out of here! Leave! And then when you get to hollering and shit, that makes it even more funnier because you ain't doing nothing but screaming at him. That makes him mad, and then he gonna tear your ass up. I've seen many videos why animals attack. They had a video back in the day why animals attack. You know goddamn well why animals attack. Animals attack because you ain't got no business fucking with them. Oh, you want to get a mountain lion as a pet. Oh, look at the pretty little cub. I'm gonna raise him up and call him Little Jimmy. Knowing little Jimmy's supposed to have his ass out in the fucking wilderness, fucking with all the other little Jimmys. You want to fucking take this motherfucker and make it a house pet. And then you wonder why your 3-year-old child is missing. You know why your 3-year-old child is missing? Because little Jimmy ain't supposed to be in that house locked up with your 3-year-old child. That motherfucker ate that little motherfucker up and swallowed him whole. See, that's one thing about the universal God, and one thing about nature. If you don't respect nature, nature ain't gonna respect you. Because one thing about bees, if you fuck with a bee colony, don't expect the bee colony to fly away south for the winter. They gonna get together and kick your monkey ass like they supposed to. You don't fuck with nature. Nature is designed to protect itself. Like y'all said, like I said before, I know they can control the weather. Y'all, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's bullshit. You can't control the weather." Yes, you can. Yes, the weather can be controlled like everything else in nature, but it's gonna be controlled in an out of control persona because you ain't got no business fucking with nature. The government knows it, but they ain't gonna tell you shit. They just gonna fuck with it anyway. Shooting all kind of shit in the atmosphere, and guess what? Have you noticed St. Louis? St. Louis ain't never got no flood like that. Houston, Texas ain't never got no flood like that. Washington, D.C. ain't never got no flood like that. New Orleans ain't never got no flood like that. These are cities because niggas are in it. They trying to get y'all asses up out of here. I'm just going to be honest with you. But 9 times out of 10, motherfuckers be like, "Oh, come on, Chaos, you talking crazy." That's why you call yourself Chaos Theory. It's a theory. It's a conspiracy theory. No, you ain't got to listen to me. Because I ain't never seen a thunderstorm come over a city and just stop there and just start and just say, "You know what, I'm just going to dump all this rain here. And then I'm gonna pull off like a drive-by."
Hold on, but check this out. Remember 2020 when it was snowing down there in Houston? Snow everywhere?
Huh? Wait a minute. Say that shit again.
You remember, you know what I'm saying? It was like 2020, you know what I'm saying? It was snow down there in Houston. You know what I'm saying? It was snow down in Texas. Everywhere, blanket of white. That ain't never happened before. Ever.
Well, no, it haven't never happened before. But see, subconsciously in your mind, you will think it's just, that's just the way God wanted it to happen. No. It doesn't do the way God wanted it to happen. Because one thing about it, like I say, when you fuck with the laws of nature, the laws of nature will turn on your ass. And the government knows that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to do that. Because I remember back when the days when they used to shoot the damn shuttle, that damn shuttle up in the space. And how they used to throw the goddamn weather patterns off. South Central Los Angeles ain't never got that much rain as I can ever remember when I was living out there. But every time they shoot that shuttle up in the air, Southern California be getting some mad ass thunderstorms in fucking April. No one don't rain in April in South Central.
So you saying it's chemtrail?
Huh?
You saying it's chemtrail?
Bro. Man, yeah, it's the exhaust system. Yeah, because a lot of it got a lot of all types of chemicals and shit. And when they get up in that old atmosphere or whatever that damn shit they call that's sitting way above the Earth's what they call that window or whatever the fuck, that shit's heat. And you stir that shit up, that's like stirring up a hornet's nest. You causing havoc up there. And you ain't got no business fucking with that. That's why it's up there, for you not to fuck with. Other than that, to be at the bottom. Oh, yeah. Jet planes do it all the time. When I was in California, when the planes used to take off, because like they call it the reverse takeoff, out of Los Angeles International Airport when the weather get bad. The Santa Ana winds, when the winds change course, because usually planes take off in LAX out of Los Angeles, it takes off towards the ocean, then turn around and go back east. Because the planes got to fly into the wind. But when the wind is coming out of the west or the northwest, the planes got to fly into the wind. So that means they got to do a reverse and take off going east instead of going west. Yeah. And I used to watch those planes when they fly over my house. And it can be cloudy. The plane will fly over the house into the clouds. And I said probably maybe a split second it start raining. I was like, damn, that's weird than a motherfucker. But when I was watching Gilligan's Island, the professor said the same. Said he started breaking that scientific shit down and said that when you do these, when certain molecules on the jet propulsion and all that shit, it causes rain. And it started raining on the goddamn island. I said, God damn, it just happened. I just seen that on a plane take off doing that shit from the airport. But the heat propulsion from off the exhaust of the airplane hits those clouds, and it causes rain droplets. Yeah, it causes rain droplets. It starts raining, and they do that shit with the control of the weather. They know how to control this shit. Yes, sir. Like they do every damn thing else in society. Earthquakes, all that shit. They create all this shit. All you gotta do is pull up the videos on YouTube if they don't been delete the motherfucker, because people put it back up there, they don't give a fuck. But it's the truth. See, a lot of times, you know, we try to ignore the concepts of how they do things in society because it's like, I don't believe this because I don't think God would let man destroy the earth. But you gotta understand, to a certain extent, you can never destroy the earth. The earth can destroy you. You can never destroy this motherfucker. You're gonna destroy yourself. It says in the Holy Quran that the universal God that God sits back and laughs at goofy motherfuckers when they think they're doing something to destroy the earth. Because he can't do it. It ain't for you to destroy. But you will fuck yourself off. If you're a dumb, retarded motherfucker, take a gun and point it to your head when it's loaded and pull the trigger and see something come out of it. If something don't come out of it, it ain't your time to go. But if something come out of it, you already know. Good night. Plain and simple as that. But anyway, bro, you going to sleep on me, man? You going to sleep? It sound like you done got high as kite. You done said your little knowledgeable shit. You done fell asleep and all this shit and got in your comfort zone. I'm putting your ass to sleep like fucking.
I am not asleep, dog. I'm waiting on the next question. I'm in meditation mode. What you got?
Bro, let's see. What else I got? I had a picture of ISIS up here in a cartoon.
I'm glad you brought
it. Animation. This is what black women need to see right here. That's ISIS. The almighty Queen ISIS. This is a graphic cartoon version of her. She is the queen of the Eastern world. Egypt, Africa, well, you name it. She is a bad sister. That name ring the bell with us throughout society, even when I was young. Young women that I knew in the hood back in the days as a child in California had nicknames themselves ISIS. And that ISIS name was sounding powerful. It sounded like a person that really stands on her shit. They took that word ISIS and made it a goddamn terrorist organization. But, you know, it's funny that America says most black people hate America for all the wrong reasons, and it's our own fault for us being the way we are. Well, in that case, why did they shoot the nose off the Sphinx in Egypt? Why they turned everything that was 20,000 plus years ago and make it light skin instead of dark skin, like this sister right here? Why they try to make the dark complex of everything that come off this earth once upon a time that they knew was ours, light skin, or Caucasian? Because Almighty ISIS was a TV show back in the 70s. They used to come on Saturday morning cartoons. And guess what color she was? What color she was? What color she was, Brother Dark Prince?
Melanated.
Let me see. Let's see if I can pull her picture up. Almighty ISIS. Most of y'all probably, if y'all was born in the 70s and 60s, probably know what I'm talking about. There's some of y'all probably don't. but it was a woman named Joanna. I forgot her name. They called her. That was her name. Her street name or whatever. But she became, when she wanted to fight crime, she became the almighty ISIS.
We didn't see that one.
I'm gonna show you who she is in a minute. I'm gonna pull a picture up so you can see this. There it is. Let me show you. Let me show you who she is. And you're gonna say, get the fuck out of here. But she just died back here. You know what I'm saying? May she rest in peace, but I got a little picture of her right here. Let's see. A little picture of her right here. You probably can barely see it. There it is. That's her right there.
Can you explain about dragging on the edges?
Let me see if I can get her up there. Shit. I don't think I'm gonna probably, let me see if I can pull up another picture because I didn't know that picture was that small. But she used to be on the Saturday morning cartoon back in the day. And the funniest thing about it is, this is who they wanted you to think ISIS really looked like. They didn't want you to see her as a black woman because that would be only thing they wanted to be shown as black was her little sidekick, this little bird. This little bird. I don't even know what the name of the bird was, but that was her little. That was the only thing that was black. They had that they had right. But they had this woman as a Caucasian woman on a Saturday morning cartoon. And that wasn't no mistake. That wasn't no retard mistake. They did that for a reason. Because they know our history better than we know our history. They know our history better than we know our history. They wouldn't dare want to show a black woman being ISIS, the new ISIS, because that'll make you love yourself. Have you noticed all the superheroes back in the days were Caucasian? They wasn't white. And most people probably said, come on, Chaos, you being racist now. No, I'm not. I'm just telling it like it is. I don't know, this picture might be a little bit blowed up here. Can you see it now, bro?
Hey, did she play Wonder Woman too?
No. That was Linda Carter.
Yeah. Look like.
And I when I seen the movie Hidden Colors, they said that was based off the this African tribe of women, tall black women in this African tribe. I forgot what they called them, but they were powerful women that basically took control and was like big security guards of their village, and everything that Wonder Woman did, as far as power and shit like that, they basically practicing it. Yeah, but her name was Patricia Cameron, and she just died last year in October.
I ain't know much about it.
But this TV show used to come on. I think it used to come on ABC or something on the Saturday morning cartoon side of the game back in the 70s. Yep. And they made it, but the real ISIS wasn't no Caucasian woman, but they made it out to be a Caucasian woman. See, they know a black woman's power better than the black woman knows her power. And that's the reason why they take what we create and make it their own on everything. But anyway, I just thought I had to reach out on that part. But let's see. What is this?
No disrespect to my brother on the other continent. My focus is right here where I'm at. I'm in North America. Been here. This man has been putting his foot in our ass religiously. And he ain't stopping. The reason why he ain't stopping because none of you want him to stop. As long as you get your car and your home and your money and your family is all right, you ain't worrying about it. But I got a news flash for you. It ain't about you or your family. This is about a nation. And if the black man gets eliminated, the planet will self-destruct. This is yours. It was given to you by the supreme architect. Y'all want to give the credit to the aliens, the extraterrestrials. You want to go backwards in time. You want to act like you don't want to be the black man in America that you are because he's an ex-slave and he in the worst condition. Of course he is. But he the only one still inventing. In his worst condition, he has invented every object that y'all play with. Your cell phone, your traffic light, your cars, your wit. He is the only one still doing this today.
That Master P say, make it say the 9 to 9. Was that facts or was that fiction?
But get back to
oh, you breaking up. Starting to break up now. What'd you say now?
No, I said this thing Bible was is a guy who's full, who's not. Yeah, Lord. Yeah.
Well, a lot of times we've been told that, hey, this is their thing, this is their television, this is their Western world now. Love it or leave it. Like the white man told me today. Love it or leave it. I ain't going no motherfucking way because you ain't got the audacity to tell me to leave because you're not even a motherfucking native nowhere on this planet. You're a no man. You around here claiming shit like a little child. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. I came up with that. In the next couple of years, hip hop gonna be there. R&B gonna be there. And they're working hard to get. They're gonna be trying to get blues too. So
yep,
y'all just stay tuned because it's coming, baby. R. Kelly ain't the reason why the young women were raped and all that, raped or molested or whatever. I don't want to hear none of that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with the price in China. It's about the music, baby. They finna change the game. They finna get him up out of here and bring the white boys coming in there and start singing, humming and shit like Boys to Men. And Teddy P and the Isley Brothers. They're gonna have some. You gonna see what I'm talking about? And all you stupid Negroes gonna be going like, I'm going to Whitey's concert and support them, but won't even support your own.
See what's happening now. What happened now? The white boy gonna come out with country rap, or they come.
Oh yeah, and black people gonna bag them. Most black people gonna bag them. But they ain't gonna give their own love for their own shit. You gotta. That's one thing about it.
Non-existent.
You gotta stop loving others and learn how to love ourselves first. Then you can try to love others. Get your history first. Get your house in order before you go in somebody else's house. Plain and simple. That's all you gotta do. It ain't hard. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. If the motherfucker get mad at you, they ain't like you no goddamn way. That's the point. Because like I say, most people will say this shit that I'm saying is racist. This shit that we saying is racist. It's not racist. It's facts. It's all about you loving yourself before you can love another.
Can't be racist because we ain't in no position of power to humble down on the race.
Think about that. You going off their narrative of what's right and what's wrong. That's the reason why they can get your ass to think that Brittany Griner did something wrong in Russia. What did she do wrong? She ain't killed nobody in Russia. She ain't held nobody hostage. She just had a little shit. But hey, that's what they want you to believe. It's something else behind that. But hey, they ain't gonna tell you, because if they were to tell you the whole persona of what's going on with Brittany Griner, then it won't be newsworthy. Because that woman probably over there feeling good and living her best life right by now. But at the same time, they're gonna show you they look like she's in a worse condition than ever. Like she ready to come home. They're gonna lie all that shit. You don't speak Russian, you don't know what the fuck them folks over there talking about.
Well, here, let me piggyback in on this again. When was the last time you heard Brittany, you know what I'm saying, Griner's family with the news cameras outside the home? So how you feel about it? No, we ain't heard nothing from him. He ain't said nothing. You know what I'm saying? We can't get you know what I'm saying, nothing through the phones or that. I ain't heard none of that.
And you ain't gonna hear nothing either. Cause like I said, it's a political game that they playing. But even with that, all these Me Too movements, LGBT movements, why are y'all not getting together to go to Washington, D.C. and make a ruckus and raise a fucking ruckus behind this shit?
LGBT, BBC,
ABC News, CBS, and all the motherfuckers. Fuck them. Y'all ain't gonna do that.
BBQ, baby.
You know how far to go. You know how far to go. You know your role. But at the same time, you motherfuckers will come after black men about speaking some real shit. Y'all go after Kevin Samuels for basically telling you how to be real women out here and not expecting certain things to come your way like you want it to come, and you ain't sought up for that for those standards. Talking about you want you a real man, and you ain't even on real woman status for a real man. You basically dictating your own way of life that don't even exist. You looking at television, baby. This is reality. Television and reality ain't the same fucking thing. So cut the Disney Channel off and cut the motherfucking History Channel on. The real History Channel. I ain't talking about the History Channel on cable TV. I'm talking about the real History Channel. Get you a book and read about your ancestors, why they was enslaved and why things were going down like it did. Understand that. Instead of getting off emotions and getting mad at us for saying some real shit. Because we not your enemy. We love you, black woman. We love you all day long. I came from a black woman. And she was the most respected woman I've ever had in my life. Because she was my first love. And that was my mother. Yeah, I talked back to her and I got my ass whooped. I ain't whooped my mama ass. She whooped mine. I ain't never had the audacity to want to raise my hand up to my mother like some of these little young hotheads do now. And the reason why these young hotheads raise their hand up to their mothers now is because y'all too busy trying to be a friend or a relationship with your child. Oh, did I say that? Yes, I did. Because don't think I don't know that y'all be laying in the bed and playing patty cake with your child. Telling him, I'm your woman. You don't need that bitch. Going to the club with your son. Smoking weed with your son. Talking all kind of bullshit with your son. Talking about that's my rock. He's my man. That he's the man of the house. And that motherfucker can't even count to 10 backwards. But this is the thing that society wants. You know, that's the reason why the little young men that broke in me and my cousin's houses, they were bitch made and bitch raised. I know they were. Because ain't no man gonna teach them kids on being the way they are. Like that. Because they'll tell them, don't you dare go and fuck with Miss Such and Such house or Mr. Such and Such house. If you do, I'll beat your ass. But there ain't no man in these young men house. Shit. That's why they do sucker shit like that. And think they ain't doing nothing wrong, but they scared and hide and like little bitches when they come down when somebody find out about their ass. Oh, bro, I'm gonna tell you, we got pictures too, bro. We got names. We know who it was. And we gonna handle that when I get to Mississippi. It don't take long, bro. It don't take long. Yep. We found out who the little Nick Russ is that did the shit. So everybody that's watching this podcast, you heard it first. We know who the little Nick Russ that broke into our shit. And we gonna handle it, and we gonna handle this shit like gentlemen when I get to Mississippi. And you can tell a friend, and tell a friend what the fuck I said. That's true. Because if you man enough to breaking our shit, you man enough to get chastised. You dig it? You can go get your mama, your brother, your daddy, your granddaddy, or whoever the fuck you want to go get. It don't even matter. Tell them to come see me. So we can talk about this shit like men. Because even one thing about it, I already know. A lot of y'all little niggas down in Hollandale doing all that little sucker shit, you been bitch made and bitch raised. You ain't been raised right. And that's what society want us to see. Want to be the new man. They want these little young niggas to think that they're men, but they women in man form. They dress like women, act like women, put themselves in position like a woman. But I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone. So my brother Dark Prince going to sleep on my ass. I didn't put him to sleep. He meditating. Okay, nigga, you can start meditating. We're gonna go ahead and end the show, bro.
Trying to get this thing out over here.
What happened? What happened now? Okay, cause your mic is clipping up like a motherfucker, like a mix, goddamn.
Oh, no. Everything's good.
Yeah. All right, well, bro, we're gonna go ahead and we done went 2 hours and 12 minutes into the podcast tonight.
Okay.
On the women's persona. I know I said I had a special guest tonight, but he told me he gonna catch us up next week, whatever the topic is next week. Him and his wife had it was his wife's birthday today.
Okay.
And they going out and having a little thing tonight. So I told him, I said, okay, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But he said he will be on the prowl next week. And I'm still not gonna tell you who it is. So don't ask me.
All right, then. That's what it is, then. I'll wait it out and see what's next.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely, bro. But, I don't know. I'm hopefully, if I don't got no goddamn trouble when I get back to Mississippi, I'm not going to get in no trouble. I'm going to be good. I'm just going to be I'm just going to talk to this one certain guy, young man, that I'm cool with his family members. I'm going to chop it up with him personally. All the little niggas, I don't know them little niggas. I ain't trying to know them. But this little guy here, young man here, he's a relative of a close family that I'm really cool with. So I'm gonna let him off the hook to basically spread the word to them other little niggas. Don't do that shit, or else it's gonna be some repercussions behind all that.
Yeah.
Cause see, one thing about it, I'm gonna put it in his head. Even if he listen or don't listen, at least I can say try to tell him so, just in case something do happen to the young man. Cause like I said, I don't want to see the little boys, little brothers get killed or get hurt or whatever the case may be. But if they don't get their shit together, it's gonna happen. And I know they don't know no better because they haven't been guided the right way. Other than that, otherwise they wouldn't do the shit that they do going in these folks' houses, stealing and stuff. But like I said, I'm not gonna. I had to come to task with myself to basically calm my mind down, because I ain't gonna lie. South Central LA came back to my head about some things, and you know what I mean by South Central LA. So we're gonna leave it at that. But when I get down there, I'm gonna talk to the young man and let him spread the word to his little homies to cut that shit out, or else it's gonna go down. And it ain't gonna be about me. It ain't gonna be that. I'm gonna be the last soul out, because I don't even be in Hollandale like that. No way, too much. But I'm just speaking out where society's gonna be, because there's a whole lot of us still around. There's a whole lot of alpha males still around, and these guys ain't gonna play with these little niggas out here, and they will kill them. And I know that's to be a fact, especially down there anyway. So I'm gonna try to spread the love and joy and tell them some real shit.
Yeah.
Try to say their life, because it's obviously most of them motherfuckers down there don't give a fuck about these little niggas down there like I do. So hey, but anyway, bro, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. I'm gonna go ahead and show a couple of videos and wrap this thing up, man. And I guess we'll try to do a rant probably Wednesday, if it ain't too, if we ain't too busy. I don't know, rant on the news or whatever. But bro, we're gonna go ahead and get on down, man. You have a good night, and we'll holler at you on the flip side, bro.
Nice, brother. Y'all be easy.
All right, peace, bro. Yep, that will wrap up the podcast tonight. You know what I'm saying? Much love, 2357. You have a good night too, my brother. Shout out to the NO. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna conclude the podcast tonight, as I say. But to my black women, once again, just know that when you look in the mirror, just know that how God created you to be is no mistake. You look the way you look for a reason. Don't ever think that you're not a beautiful being on this planet because of what somebody said around the corner or whatever the case may be. That's all talk. Because most time people that talk about you, they don't know themselves. And they want to drag you into the rabbit hole of not knowing yourself. That's the reason why it's so easy for people to talk about each other, especially black men and black women talk about each other all the time, because it's through slavery. The white man have always wanted black men and women to dislike themselves and dislike each other, because it's all about the depopulation control of keeping the black man from procreating life and keeping the black woman from carrying life. That's what it's all about. So just remember that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Show a couple of videos, TikTok, and gonna give me a little rest so I can get up out of here. Try to get up here to Louisiana. But anyway, in the meantime, between time, you boy Chaos, he's out. You have a good night. Be safe.
That we are living at the end of America's rule as a great power in the world. Now you have to face it. She's bankrupt. What are you gonna do when the dollar is worth nothing?
What it is that I don't like about you, it's not gonna change. So it's gonna always be there. Either I'm gonna leave or deal with it. I'm not telling you to accept shit. You have a choice. Like, y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Every woman has a choice. Every man has a choice. If it's something about that person you don't like, you can leave. If it's something about this person you don't like, you can leave. They're gonna be who they're gonna be, either in your face or out of your face. You either gonna have to be able to accept it, get out your feelings, accept it, or just leave, because it's gonna always be there. You're not gonna be totally 100% happy with no one.
You don't have a democracy when you don't have a free press.
Go to CNN.com.
You're all slaves, and you love it. So you deserve what you get, the erosion of your democracy. You'll soon be the laughing stock of the world.
That works out to less than 50 cents a
It's a
vote.
damn shame. That's why the children are occupying space in New York, in Boston, in Washington, in Chicago, in San Francisco, and other cities. Why? Because they're not looking to you as a source of information for them. Look how long it took you all to talk about what was going on in New York. It took you 2 weeks because the same people that control the banks control the media. You all know it, but you're afraid to say it. But God put it on Farrakhan to say it for you. And maybe one day you'll get some courage to stand up and give America free media, a real free fourth estate. But right now, you ain't even worth the time of day. Hell, I'm not hiding nothing. You need somebody that's not afraid to die for the truth, that you could be made free. Because you're not free. And you don't really know what it means to really be a free white person, a free black person, a free Mexican, a free Arab. If you're afraid to tell the truth, what future does your children have in a society where truth is brushed to the curb? Steve Jobs. That's the man that's freeing the whole planet, where Zbigniew Brzezinski could say, yesterday it was easier to control 1 million people than to kill 1 million people. Then now he says it's easier to kill 1 million people than to control 1 million people, because the genie is out of the box, the cat is out of the bag, the people all over the world are waking up. And you need to wake up and free America. Then you'll have a future and your children will have a future. But if you're afraid for what? You're gonna die anyway. Where can you run to escape death? If you love America, then fight for America to be free.